Hi guys, happy Sunday. I hope you're good. Here we go then with the weekly reading. This is where I'm going to pull 7 cards to represent the 7 days ahead, and we're going to see what the week has in store. I always extend this reading on my YouTube, so you can search Microblonde Tarot, or the link is in my bio. You can also book a private reading. You can find my Oracle decks, my Patreon, anything else you need. It's all in my bio. So let's have a look at what the week ahead has in store for us. Second week of December, what are you bringing? What are you bringing us? All right, let's see. The 10 of Pentacles, Temperance, the King of Wands, the 10 of Cups. I think that's the 3rd week running we've had the 10 of Cups. The 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. Lovely energy, very nice. Opening with the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is about completion. As you can see here, there's a family on the card and they have everything going on. There's children playing in the background, the dog. So this can sometimes represent spending time with family, celebrations within the family, getting together to celebrate something particular, you know, a birthday, an engagement, whatever it may be. Occasionally this can be taking the next step within a relationship. The Pentacles are about stability. They're about kind of, the 10 particularly is about completion. So it can be things like moving in, it can be things like setting up new homes, but it's family, it's home, it's security, it's stability, and it's very, very positive. So it can represent things coming, you know, full circle and being completed in some way. I just get an intuitive feeling that for someone here, this is going to be something about a birth announcement or something like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let me know. Day 2, Temperance. So Temperance is an interesting one because it does represent Sagittarius, and we are in Sagittarius season. Temperance is about patience. It's about taking a moment to breathe and not be too reactive. It also represents kind of the angel energy, the positive kind of lighter energies. So sometimes this is a card about patience, okay? Sometimes it's a card about patience. Sometimes it's a card about just taking a breath, taking a minute, not reacting for a second. So on day 2, it might just be saying, just breathe, just take a minute, just trust. I know that is another word that keeps coming up lately. Just trust that things are working out as they should. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to force anything, but you just need to trust, and you just need to relax, and you just need to be patient. None of those things are Sagittarius strong points, and I would know because I am a Sag. Okay, day 3, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a masculine energy, it's Leo energy, and it represents action, desire, passion, communication. It can be as well. Now this can represent you, you know, everybody has masculine and feminine energies. It can represent a masculine energy around you. King of Wands for me is often somebody that is very physical. They have a physical job or physical hobby, or they take a lot of pride in their physical appearance. This can represent a new male energy or masculine energy coming into your life. This can be somebody being a bit more proactive, and, you know, kind of maybe spending more time with you, making their intentions a little bit clearer. Or, as I said, it could be a message for you to step into the masculine and take some kind of action, because the wands are about action and doing things that you feel passionate about, doing things that you are excited about. And sometimes for me, it really strikes a chord of kind of independence. And it can be things like, you know, wanting to start your own business or start your own venture or sideline or something like that. Okay, so take that one as it resonates. It's got many ways that it can be interpreted. And then we've got the 10 of Cups. Now, I'm pretty sure this came out last week and the week before. 10 of Cups is very similar to the 10 of Pentacles. It is about completion. The 10s are completion. The Cups are emotional, where the Pentacles are more kind of like material, you know, home and money and security. The Cups are more emotion and feeling. The 10 of Cups, though, is similar. It is about happiness. 2 people sitting here on the rainbow. It's kind of like the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the happily ever after, things going very well, things being very happy in your emotional life. So again, it can be within romantic relationships, but that is not the be all and end all. It can be just that you are feeling very fulfilled in life. You can finally sit back, you can see how far you've come this year. You're feeling very kind of content with where you are, with what you've got, things like this. Yes, it can represent relationships and commitment and you know, getting into new relationships and things becoming official and things like this. But really the overall message is emotional fulfillment. Okay, so day 5, the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, as you can see here, this person's tending the plant. You can't always see what's going on under the soil, but we trust that if we nurture it, it will grow. Okay, so this is the message really. There is something here that you are being guided to keep nurturing, even if you can't see movement. Okay, even if you don't think it's going to work out, or you can't see how it's going to work out. There is movement behind the scenes. So yes, this can represent things like manifestations. Pentacles, as we said, is about kind of material side of life. It can even be investments paying off. You know, you put some money away and now you're going to see the, you know, the reward from that. It can be that you've just been working really, really hard on a project and you're going to see the fruits of your labour. But it's like a harvest energy. If we had to summarise, it's like harvesting the fruits of your labour in some way. Okay, then day 6, the Ace of Swords. So the swords, can't get my words out. The swords are about thought and thought processes. And the Ace is about new ideas, okay? A bolt of lightning, a bright idea. It's also about clarity, thinking clearly about something. It can also represent truth, okay? Communicating truthfully, communicating your ideas truthfully. It can be new opportunities that you need to think about, new ideas that you want to pursue, but it's definitely like a new energy. The 10s are completion and therefore the aces are beginnings, okay? And then day 7, the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is a lovely energy. It's about celebration. It's about letting your hair down, having a lot of fun. It can be taken as a twin flame card if that's something that resonates, because the 4 Wands represent the 1111. But really overall, this message is more about good times, celebration. Sometimes it's an actual celebration, getting together, Christmas party, you know, birthday, whatever it may be, celebrating with friends in a group. Music, dancing, you know, all this kind of thing. Sometimes for me the 4 of Wands can be about celebrating, you know, the home and weddings and things like that. So it could be that you're attending a wedding on day 7, could be there's an engagement on day 7, something like that, housewarming, you know, those kind of things. But it's good times, it's good times. So overall, a very positive week. As always, I am going to clarify and extend the reading, so if you can head over to YouTube, please do, and if not, I'll see you soon. Okay, here we go then. Let's clarify. Let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Not that we really need to, because it is a very positive card, but it might just give us a little bit more insight about what is going on and why it is here at the beginning of the week. Let's have a little looky. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Devil. Okay, there's been a struggle here. It feels like there's been a struggle in a situation to do with family, family dynamics, creating a family, stability within the home. There's been a struggle. The 10 of Wands is like carrying a burden, but it often represents that you no longer need to carry that, okay? The Devil can represent negative energies, negative situations, and the 5 of Cups actually makes me feel like there is something here that can be repaired, because on the 5 of Cups, 3 cups are spilled over, 2 cups are still standing, which means there is still hope, okay? And yes, you can dwell on the past, you can dwell on what's gone wrong, on fallings out, or what might not have worked out, but it is saying that there is still hope. The 2 of Cups gives hope. The Queen of Swords can be that you are feeling a little bit cold, a little bit frosty, or there has been kind of sharp words exchanged. But I would actually say that although those cards, the clarifying cards, were a little bit heavy, the overall message is that this can be resolved. A family issue, struggle, problem within the family can be resolved. There is still hope, okay? Or it could be good news after bad news, you know what I mean? After things have been difficult, there could be good news which uplifts everything, which brings everybody closer, you know, that kind of energy. Okay, day 2, Temperance. Not my favourite card. It's not my favourite card because it's all about patience. Let's see. The Emperor, Judgment, Queen of Wands. Okay, there's a conversation. There's a conversation about to happen between a masculine and a feminine. The Emperor is often Aries. The Queen of Wands, I think she's Leo, but she's definitely fire. This is fiery, okay, or passionate, depends how you take it. Judgment can be a resurrection, okay, so it can be something like a reconciliation, but it's certainly a conversation. So maybe it's saying with that patience and that calm energy, keep your cool here, because that Queen of Wands can be quick to anger or quick to react, okay? And I think the message here is, if there's a conversation coming, even if it is about reconciling with somebody or figuring something out, because the Emperor can sometimes be boss as well, keep your cool, okay? Hold your tongue for a minute. For a minute. All right, day 3, the King of Wands. Why are you here then, King of Wands? Let's see. King of Wands, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, okay? The Six of Cups is often past, okay? A past connection, a past situation, somebody that is reminiscing, dwelling on something, looking back. Page of Swords can be gathering information, and then High Priestess is things which are unknown, maybe coming to light, all right? So it could be that there's someone from the past that wants to reconnect. It could be you. As I said, this can represent you, even if you are female, because this can be about taking action, but it could be that you're finding yourself thinking back about something and you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to get some sort of clarity about something. Maybe there's a lack of closure. Maybe it's an opportunity coming back around, like a business opportunity, a work opportunity, and you need to get all the information before you decide. Let me just pull one more card and see if we can just get what area of life this is likely to be linked into. Death. Yeah, it's definitely like a rebirth energy. For me, it's a past person coming back around or a past opportunity coming back around. But the message is, make sure you've got all the facts before you make a decision. Okay, 10 of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, completion, happiness, positivity. The Magician, manifestations coming in, moves happening, moving forward. The Hierophant, commitment, moving in together, is how that would really be summarized in a nutshell. But the 10 of Cups, as I said, emotional completion. It may be that you've moved on from something difficult and challenging and you finally feel free from that. The Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. The Hierophant is lessons learned, but it can also represent commitment, like marriage, engagement, and things like this. And the Magician is knowing that you have all of the tools at your fingertips now, that you've got everything you need, and it can be manifestations coming in. So that is extremely positive. Day 4, very, very nice energy, especially with 2 major arcana, the Magician and the Hierophant. Very, very positive. All right, day 5, the 7 of Pentacles. About to reap a reward of some kind. 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Chariot. Okay, maybe there's been something you've been nurturing, a connection, a situation, trying to come into alignment with something, trying to move forward in some way. Because yes, the Lovers can represent romance and romantic connections, but sometimes it is just about coming into alignment. And the Chariot is about progress, progression, things moving forward. 5 of Pentacles can sometimes be that you feel that you've been rejected in some way, or you feel that you've not achieved something, particularly financially. It can be like financial worries. But with this Lovers and this Chariot, I would say that this really does signify movement, whether that is financial improvement or whether that is movement towards something you've been working on, whether that be at work or within a connection or whatever. There's movement, there's progress. You're about to see some kind of benefit to all of the energy you've been putting into this. Okay, day 6, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords for day 6. Let's have a look. Clarity, truth. The 8 of Cups, the King of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles. This is about you regaining control in some way. And it's about regaining control of your emotions by using your logic. Okay, so it could be a truthful conversation. It could be that you have a new idea, that you feel clearer about your decision, that you feel clearer about your direction. But the 4 of Pentacles is definitely an energy of control and walking away from things which do not fulfill you, the 8 of Cups. The King of Cups here could be walking away from a person. Maybe you decide something's not going to work out, or you decide it's not for you, or you need them to speak their truth. It's like, you're going to tell me the truth or I'm going to go. It's that kind of thing. Seven of Pentacles, again, 2 days running, something that is building, something that you can finally see some sort of result from. So maybe, you know, if there has been a separation, somebody does come back in with the truth, but you have to control your logic versus your emotions. Easier said than done, right? Okay, day 7, the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, celebration. Celebration. I feel like the overall message this week is keeping your cool, because we've got that Temperance energy, we've got that King of Wands energy. It's something about kind of keeping your cool in a week that could bring unexpected encounters. Is what I would say. Is what I would say. Four of Wands, Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, maybe there's an event that you're going to, a date, a meetup, a party, a work thing, but it does feel like there's been some sort of fear around doing it and you've been not sure whether to go or not. The message here is, yeah, it will actually turn out better than you think. It's a very strange message because the Four of Wands is a very positive, uplifting energy. But there's some sort of fear about going to a social situation that you've been doubting. But overall, you're thinking, shall I go, shan't I go? Is it going to be good? Is it not going to be good? Is it the right thing? Overall, yes, it is the right thing. You just need to try to get out of your head about it and just go for it. So, for example, if you've been invited to go out on a date and you're not sure if you're going to go, I would say go. If it's like a work thing and you're worried about, you know, I don't know, who's going to be there, how it's going to go, it feels positive. It's just a bit of fear. It's just a little bit of overwhelm coming up, okay? Let's pull a few oracle cards just to summarise. But I think the overall message for this week is to keep your cool and don't react until you have all of the information. Let's see. What's the oracle going to add to us? Hot and cold. Is this you this week? Is this someone else? Up and down, all over the place? Messages. Definitely incoming communication this week. It's come out several times here. Casual. Rebound or casual. Stuck on you. Maybe something that started off as casual has become more serious. Stuck on you. Trying to sweeten things up. Maybe somebody wants to make things a little bit more serious. Regretting something. Yeah, it definitely feels like someone's coming in to potentially apologise. But we get the happily ever after on top of the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You just can't get more positivity in terms of things are all going to work out, as you know, all of that energy. So I hope it helps. Have a good one, guys.